Up, my peoples? It's your girl Erica Taz. So I'm at work. So treat this like one of my audios that I do now and again. But I don't really want to show what I have on because it might violate some type of employment um, agreement or contract or what have you. So that's why I gotta face this camera out. But look at what y'all looking at. Some beautiful nighttime greenery. Okay. So get your grounding on from through the screen. It feels good sometimes, especially like during this season when it's not muggy and humid. Right now where I am, it feels really good. It's not like I call it swampy. It's not like swampy weather. It's not like high humidity tonight. So it's feeling good. So what better way to spend my break and to spend it with y'all? And guess what? Tonight I'm going to do my best. I do live in a big city, so who knows what characters are going to walk past while I'm trying to do this, but I figured I'd read this to you guys. And this is pretty late for me to be on here. So even if nobody joins in with us tonight, I'm going to upload it so everybody can catch the replay. So the book that I've been tapping into, I shared a short video about it before by Koko Alston, The Living Flame. So this is actually an author that I'm connected to in a way where this person is friends with my partner, and I've been blessed to have a I'll say blooming, because it's still very new in our connecting. But what I can say already about this blooming connection is that I already feel energetically like pretty aligned with Koko Alston, just based on like how she responds to the information, not only that I share or that we both resonate with when it comes to spirituality and just remembrance, period. So basically what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that we share the same understanding in a way. Well, we share a similar understanding, because I don't know if it's exact, right? But anyway, of that us being God beings, us being supreme beings, that God is us, like we are one and the same. So I love that. Yeah, I'm outside on a break, but I wanted to come on here and just say, hey, let me know where y'all watching from. And is it beautiful where you are right now? Are you sitting outside? I hope you were able to ground today and get a little bit of sunlight, or at least some grass touching your feet or your hands. So let's get into it. I'm reading The Living Flame. And yeah, so where I left off is that the author, Koko Alston, incredible being. You ever meet somebody or talk to somebody and they just seem to have like a genuine like high vibration, and not when I say high, I mean like just literally feels like, I don't know, the essence of what our godliness is. So yeah, I don't give people that high of a compliment like that usually, because my ego self still views people in an unfavorable way. I'm gonna just be honest, for the most part, but I'm coming away from that. I used to be one of those people like that say that I don't like people, even though I love people. It's weird, like a walking contradiction. But I'm leaning more into showing grace, and showing that grace allows me to learn more about unconditional love, and to extend that unconditional love to myself and the sacred mirrors of people that I encounter, because we're all just a fragment of each other. What's up? You I can't believe you on the live, cuz I'm just about to read page 18 while I'm on my break to people. So, I want to just start with I'm going to read the last two paragraphs of page 18. I can't give you all the book because you're going to want to get your copy, and I don't want to. I want you to experience firsthand most of what you're going to read. So you only get two paragraphs from me, okay? But page 18 of the Living Flame, the last two paragraphs. But wait for these cars to go by. As we reach higher awareness and synchronization, it will become clear that all we need to manifest our desires already exists within us, because this will hold on. Let me run it back, y'all. I gotta do it right. I am sitting outside with no light, so bear with me. As we reach higher awareness and synchronization, it will become clear that all we need to manifest our desires already exists within us, because the will of man is the will of the Supreme Being. Okay? So remember, I spoke about that. Just as we collectively adhere to boundaries and regulations imposed upon us in the material world, we can use that same will to bring change. We are creatures of habit, which is why so much of what we learn today perpetuates servitude and distracts us from our ability to create our reality. I suggest we redirect that energy to build habits that promote unity, love, and spiritual activation. Just as our collective thought created this world, we have the power to collectively raise our vibrations and usher in a new reality. A world that doesn't categorize supreme beings by race or class and doesn't siphon our power or deplete our resources. All we need is to shift our mindset and embody it through our habits. We can then instill these habits in our children, just as society instills habits that benefit the oppressors. Okay, so I hope those two paragraphs helped you to see why I am thoroughly enjoying this book. Enjoyment is the word that comes to mind, because it's remembrance. When you're remembering your true self, when you read something and it automatically makes you feel like home, and makes you feel like clarity, makes you feel clarity. A lot of us, we walk around and we don't resonate with the things of the world, really, if we think about it, besides what programming that's instilled with us or make us feel like what we should resonate with. But usually it's confusion we experience when we don't truly resonate with these things, the things of this world that's not really of us, right? So when we come across stuff like this, like what I just read, it instantly, the best way I can describe it with my language is that it feels like home. It feels like remembering. It feels like safety. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Star Baby Stardust. So I just want everybody, whoever's tuning in and watching the replay, to be mindful of what you participate in, I should say, and making sure that it gives you that feeling. And sometimes I'm learning that, especially this book has helped me with the definition of words. Boy, am I really having a reprogramming when it comes to words and our definitions. And us human beings, like in our egos, and even that, like if you talk to different people and ask them what ego means, you're going to get a bunch of different answers. And I feel like there's like surface level understanding of the word. And again, this is not, not again, but this doesn't have anything to do with intellectual understanding when I say surface level, right? Because even that can be perceived in so many different ways. But the point is that I'm learning so much about words and definitions and um, how there's beauty in just truly understanding from a different place than where you started, or starting to get back to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a couple of years ago, I started this spiritual journey because organized religion just did not resonate with me, did not make me feel that safety at home feeling. And now that I have a better understanding and and know what's for me and what I resonate with, it's helping me with my relationship with religion. I don't practice any particular religion, but I have a newfound appreciation for people who do, and for religion, period. Because for me, we can learn, or we can resonate with everything, because everything is of us, anyhow, right? So that means that things in organized religions will still, how can I express it? It ain't all bad. What people are practicing ain't all bad. Especially when I've been in some spaces or whatever, and I see the love that people share for each other within their religion, and how they like uplift or support, and that is beautiful. Those type of actions are beautiful, because at the end of the day, it all translates to love. And I think when more of us understand that that's what it really is, that we're all partaking in, and it doesn't matter if if you're expressing it in a different way than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it equals love, then that is the whole point. It doesn't matter how you choose to express it. You may express it by praying 5 times a day. I may express it by dancing in a drum circle 5 days a week. It's the same. It's all the same. Absolutely, Star Baby, the same way. Um, I'm learning, and actually, I came across somebody on social media. Again, strangers in your life, the abundance of strangers. And I took like a course that she had, and she actually gifted it to me. But that was the first time that someone let me know that it was okay to just kind of take whatever I needed from each religion. That all religions belong to us. It's all of us. Everything that you see out here, all these practices is not just for one type of person, one skin color, one, you know what I'm saying? You had to be born in this area, that area. That's us putting our human stuff into it. It's all information at the end of the day. So it's not supposed to just belong to one group of people. And it's understanding and experiences is what it really is. And I don't want to get into a religious debate. I'm barely looking at the comments right now because I'm just in the mode. But damn, what was I saying? It's all experiences and love. Yes. Oh, when we if when we think about religion, right? Like, say for instance, my daughter, she's Christian, right? And so she prays a lot to God. She talks about, Jesus and what she's learned about Jesus. But when we think about all these like huge figures or legendary like people from, sorry y'all, it's a lot out here, from like these different books and from these different religious practices, those people didn't identify with that religion. Those stories about Jesus didn't walk around and say, I'm a Christian. He just was a person that expressed love and that showed genuine, unconditional love to other people. And when he passed on, and again, this is just, I'm not saying whether that's my belief or not, or if I believe that Jesus is a person. I actually have a different belief system about Jesus, but let's just go with the story. Either way, he was not trying to convert people to be Christians or anything. He just walked around loving people. And then, other religions, it's the same thing. These people didn't identify as religions. They just were extraordinary people that believed in love and connection and kindness. Thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, but I actually believe that, and I'm starting to see more of this, people saying this, but it all being about perception or interpretation. I feel like some things can be taken literal when they have more of a metaphoric explanation for them. Like, yeah, Christ could be Christ consciousness. Maybe expressing it the way it is in the Bible makes it easy to like break down, makes it easier to like break down something that could be super complex for us, our ego self, to understand. So you put it in a story. And then some people just took the story way too seriously and took way too far. But when I see people, like also in this book by Koko Alston, The Living Flame, when I see more people express like these certain things that are in the Bible are actually metaphors for our body, for our nervous system, for our spine, for our brain, for our heart. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and it's all your perspective. It's all your perspective, and nobody's wrong. It's all, so I'll say this, and this may be an unpopular decision. I mean, opinion, unpopular decision. But I feel like everybody's right and everybody's wrong. I feel like it's all our opinion at the end of the day, because it's we're like the truth is our experience. But I could be standing right next to you and have a different life experience than you are. So we're all right. You could say that it's cloudier and overcast. I could say that there's a storm coming. It can come off differently to somebody listening, but it's both of our truths because it's our experience. Sorry. What time is it? All right, 11:44. Whew. I don't know why I'm feeling so much pressure, like from my neck on up. I've been trying to listen to my body at different times and kind of understand what it's telling me, or like where am I feeling pressure at or whatever. So also, guys, I've been learning a lot about how fear plays such a major part in our experience. And I know that may seem like a simple thing, like a duh moment, but I've been letting go of fears more and more. Like fear, like right now, how I'm talking to y'all, even though the camera's not facing me, but for a particular reason, not because I'm like scared to be on camera, but I have people, fellow coworkers walking past me. I have other people on the street walking past me. The old me would have stopped talking and recording immediately. But I'm letting go of my fear because this is my life experience. And I don't care if it took me 43 years to finally give myself permission to live and to live without fear and to be my most authentic self. Because once you let go of that fear, that's just another fear. The fear of feeling like you wasted your time or wasted your life. That's just a fear, which is an illusion, another construct meant to kind of like control you. And it is of our own like doing. Like energy is just energy. So where there, I feel like there are people that purposely use certain energies for a reason, but we have the power within us to combat any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear people just like, oh, this is happening, everybody just against me. Like I used to be the same person, not saying everybody's against me, but like, oh, that's just the devil, that's just the blah blah blah. But now that I know that I'm a creator, that I am God living a human experience, I don't have to give my energy to that type of mindset anymore. Yes, it's a program, much like many things we learn as children. Yes, absolutely. And that's what, certain, I guess, programs or whatever they feed on, they have fed on. And of course, I'm not at the level where I'm completely like clear of any programming. But I'm so happy that I finally found what resonated with me. And now I know why I used to get those feelings inside when people tried to make me go to certain churches, or when I would feel the vibe a little bit, but knew that no, like this is something else that's for me. You know what I'm saying? And spirituality is that. And even within spirituality, I don't really conform to any type of like I have appreciation for certain types of things within even spiritual type of like clubs or groups or whatever, but I don't identify with anything, and I'm okay with that. I identify with love, and I'm still learning that. Like I'm still learning like love. I let me look at what y'all saying too. Yeah. Reprogram the subconscious. Absolutely. Coco said, our attention and energy is the most powerful thing. It powers this reality. That's why there's so much programming disguised as different things like school or religion. Absolutely. So I want to talk about that for a little bit. So I don't know why, but as far as my line of work, it has pivoted like very differently. I was like a postal worker for 14 years, and then after that I did a lot of warehouse jobs. And then as I began my spiritual journey, I believed fully in myself and talked to my spirit team and said that I do not want to work any more warehouse jobs. Now, when shit hit the fan and I needed the money, I was looking for those warehouse jobs. But guess what happened? Because I put that out in the universe and meant business when I said it, I applied for, I want to say 11, 12 warehouse jobs back to back. Usually I would get them like that. Nothing. Like that. Like nothing. No job, no warehouse job will hire me. I got offered two positions, one with the school district where I am, and another at the same time was with a transportation company. I so hold on, y'all, 1 second. Oh, that's a fly ride though. So anyway, because the school district got to me first, responded to me first, I decided to go into that line of work. Huge pay cut from when I was a postal worker by far, but something in me felt like I was excited about the change. Then the transportation company got back to me. I passed the interview. Um, Basically, I was offered a contingent offer. I did something a little dumb, so I thought, but my higher self knew the plan. Divine knew the plan, and last minute I wasn't able to get the job. Later, not only did my car go down, and I haven't replaced got a new car yet, so that would have been an issue if I had got that other job. And I knew that I did not want it. It made me feel bad, like it made my chest hurt. Like I was only excited about the money. I was not excited about the position. Like, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever felt that. Like when you make a decision, but all in your chest just feel like tight or fiery, like don't feel good. Now, the job I'm in now, yes, some days it can be very stressful. Right now, I'm at a side gig, which I love my side gig too because I work at different like events. Um, in the major like stadiums and like centers, like event centers in Philly. So I get to be a part of that, even if my bank account wouldn't usually have me in those rooms. I get to be in those rooms, and guess what? That's because that's God. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's me. Creating my reality. Like when we ask for things, we're not creative in how we want to receive them or how we think we should receive them because that's the programming. We only have that ego like understanding. Like, oh, I was talking to my partner recently. I know I'm all over the place, and I think I like left a point and maybe it'll come back to me. But anyhow, I was talking to my partner the other day, and I was like, you know what, God, but just us in this whatever, I'm gonna say it with my chest. It's very funny because the stuff we said when we was kids, I was like, I'm noticing that I experienced it in my life, but not the way I thought when I was a kid. Like I said, I want to be a teacher. Like a lot of us said we want to be teachers growing up. And now I'm a pre-K teaching assistant. I do everything in the classroom that the teacher does. I just don't have that teacher title because I didn't go to school for that. But my experience is still being a teacher. What else did I say? It was funny. I was like, wow, that's funny. I'm experiencing that. Oh, even working, I used to want to be a promoter or something growing up. Like I had weird wishes, y'all. But I've always been about like, I've always wanted to do like events and put together like organized shows and stuff. And I do that. I don't get paid a lot yet in money and fake money yet, but I am doing what I love too. Let me see what y'all talking about. I appreciate you spending your energy to spread love and raise the vibrations of the collective. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, thank you so much. And y'all, like I said, anybody watching this, even if you're watching a replay, let me see if I can put this in the shot, even though I'm not in the shot. And it's dark, Sonic. The Living Flame. If you caught what I read, that came from this book. And the author was right here on the live because that's how cool she is. And it wasn't planned. She just popped up. But Koko Alston. So maybe I should have did that the whole time. Well, I was reading it, so I couldn't do that. But whew, I'm here for a long night. So yeah, I don't let shit stress me out no more because I'm letting go of caring about outcomes or titles. Like people can, I get a lot of grief because it's like, oh, you used to be a postal worker, you used to make all this money, now you're making like a fraction of it. But guess what? I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to say that because I didn't drop enough like curse bombs out here. But why? Why do I need to make more money? I mean, there's more things that I desire, and I know that they're coming into my existence because a lot about me is shifting. But is it because you feel like I should be making more money? And that's where I started realizing, like, why the hell am I stressing myself out just so I can get the approval of other people who are also stressing themselves out to get the approval of other people? Like, even when we look at, somebody was talking about celebrities in on a TikTok that I kind of browsed through right quick. This TikTok live was about they were saying how religions were cults. So so I was like, well, let me see what they're talking about. Because there's some things that I come across and it be seeming kind of cultish to me. So I was like, let me see what they're talking about. And somebody in the chat had mentioned, or on the live had mentioned, that worship, like celebrities, is like a cult too. Like, and then I was thinking, I was like, celebrities also kind of like do what they do for validation. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. These, like, there's people like running after, like, obsessed with celebrities, adoring them, and it's just like, I don't know. I actually someone did say this in a different video too, that they felt like celebrities were kind of like, what's the word they use? I don't want to say like insecure, but like just seeking validation or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't really care, to be honest. But it did have me think for a moment that, damn, we all just seeking the validation of other people. Like, why do we do that? And it's sad because, like, as you try to get yourself out of that space, you can recognize it in the people that you love. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get like into details, but like, yeah, it worries me, especially with young people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it makes me remember like kind of triggers old memories for me too, like growing up and you want to fit in and you got all these social groups and stuff like that. And even when you get older, it doesn't really change. Trust me, in my 40s, there's still like groups of people where they kind of like act like you're an outsider, or you know what I'm saying, or they want you to seek their validation, or you got to prove yourself to them, or all the other stuff. And it was like, yo, what would really happen if instead of trying to, I don't know, demean each other and then at the same time seek each other's approval, that we just loved each other for who we are and just embrace everybody's differences? I don't know. And then it comes to, and then with me being in this whole like space now where I put myself out there and I'm doing events, right? I do creative wellness events. And because I'm not very I'm not loud and boisterous, and maybe some of like what I can come off to people or whatever is probably a projection of some of the things I'm still working on. But when people assume that, you know, you're not as confident as they are, or you're not, I don't know, like they look at you like you shouldn't be in this space. But then the more and more you just do your thing, it's like they can't deny you the space, but they don't want you to be in it. It's crazy. And I'm just like, yo, we're all struggling as people putting on events by ourselves with no resources. But instead of saying, hey, look, I have this resource, like I have this space and nobody's coming to use it, or not enough people. And I like what you do and you need a space. Why don't we collaborate on this thing? Or you know, like to dance and do workshops. I'm looking for more people to come and do workshops at my space. Why don't we collaborate together? Or hey, you do a type of event or workshop or show that is similar to my show. Why don't we put our resources together and make a huge show? But it's like we rather struggle than work together. And I don't know, that's just like mind, what is the word for it? Mind boggling to me. But because we create our own reality, I'm seeing that I'm connecting with more people that I resonate with the thought process that we could do so much more if we work together. Like no backbiting, no fake, oh yeah, we're partners, but I really want you to be my employee, or like my flunky, or you're new to the game, so let me take advantage of you. No, I'm talking about people who really, really see your value, take the time to even get to know you beyond the surface level, and know, hey, we all have gifts. I see your gifts. I'm learning your gifts, and let's use our gifts together. Like, it's crazy that we've been so programmed. We've been so programmed to be about self that we just can't see that the freedom is right in front of us. So, and I'm not on a high horse because I'm short, first of all, and I probably couldn't even climb onto a high horse. Sometimes I'd be on my soapbox, but who cares? That's so because I'm able to talk. More of us should be talking, and maybe the stuff that we say somebody want to listen to, and they'll feel at home with what we're saying, and it'll lead to more connections. So don't let people tell you that you're being too much, doing too much, talking too much, sharing too much. Just keep being authentically you, and the world will reflect the same. You'll start seeing the real world and realizing who's really in control and who just pretending like they have the control. But I think I have to go back soon. I've been on here for over 34 minutes. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I appreciate everybody who's going to watch this after it's uploaded. Let's continue to support and share love and light with one another. If you check out my channel description, there's other links there and ways to connect with me beyond YouTube. I am growing a community. I like to connect and do free things or barter together. There are things that I do that may require some monetary abundance, like if you come out to a show, but otherwise, I like to keep things as affordable as possible for us all, because really we should be sharing resources, and we know it. So let's share the resources, but we also in this game right now all together. So we play the game in the best way that we can, using the tools that we have and that we continue to acquire. Oh, thank you, Star Baby Stardust. You seem like an incredible energy. I'm thankful that you hopped on and that I got to connect with you. And hopefully, we definitely will connect again and come across each other again in the near future. Peace and blessings, everybody. It's your girl Erica Taz, and I'll see you at the next one.